It's a Thursday, that means we get a brand new lap time challenge to Gran Turismo 7, and this week it's something a little bit different. We have the Toyota GR Corolla over at Lake Louise short course on the reversed layout. So let's go ahead and check out the finer details for this one. So as you can see, this is the lap time challenge at Lake Louise short track reverse, featuring the Toyota GR Corolla Morizo edition from 2022. I feel like Polyphony has a bit of a worrying addiction to Toyota hatchbacks at Lake Louise. Really, it's the only vehicle we ever see for these things. As for the finer details then, top 3%, 5% and 10% will pay you out for this one. The track is of course Lake Louise short track reverse. It will run from the 10th of April until the 24th of April. Usable tyres, well of course it's snow, wide body prohibited and nitrous and overtake prohibited. Of course your specified car is the Corolla Morizo edition. BOP is on at high speed. You can use a garage car and event specified. Car settings are specified, track limits are normal, and shortcuts as well as wall collision will invalidate your time. Let's move into the general tips section then. These are going to be little things that you can do to improve your overall lap time. The first is no assist. There's absolutely no need to have these things on, so I fully recommend turning every single assist off, especially traction control. It will just bog you down. Next up is going to be a manual transmission. There's not much in terms of gear changing here, however it's very crucial you hold those gears. Unfortunately for automatic players, it's just not going to cut it here. You need to be holding those gears as much as possible. Next up is beware of the snowbanks. There's plenty of them littered around the tracks, and even a slight touch on one will completely invalidate your lap time. It's especially crucial considering how close you're going to be running to them. And next up is going to be load ghosts and replays, so you can learn what the fastest players are doing as well as following their ghosts around. However, the real reason I fully recommend loading up a ghost and the replays is because Lake Louise is such an easy track to take advantage of, especially with the penalty system that we have in place here. Next up is going to be the car itself. So let's speak about the car then. It's the Toyota GR Corolla Morizo edition from 2022, a PP rating of 522.78, four-wheel drive, 299 brake horsepower, weighing 1445 kilograms, and it's of course turbocharged. But what about the finer details then? So it's a 1.6 inline 3 turbocharged engine. It puts out 299 brake horsepower. It's of course four-wheel drive, perfect for the snow, with a 6-speed transmission. It weighs 1445 kilograms, which means it's a bit of a hefty chonker, and you're really going to feel that weight around the snow track of Lake Louise. Another thing to mention about the snow is that this car does tend to bog itself down in the snow, so that's why I fully recommend running no traction control whatsoever, or else you're really going to be off the pace here. In terms of gear changes, well, there's very little gear changes actually needed here. The majority of the time you're going to be stuck in 4th gear. On the main straight you'll go up to 5th, and for turn 1 you'll drop down to 3rd gear for a slight moment. Apart from that, there's nothing else to it. So as mentioned, holding your gear in this car is going to be absolutely crucial. As for the car itself, I would say it's beginner friendly. It's just extremely weighty being thrown around this snow track. So let's get on to the lap itself then. I'm going to slow down the majority of the lap because it's an extremely on edge lap here and extremely specific to get the best time possible. So what you're looking for is one of these blue lines just as the double line start, where it sort of comes back in after braking away. You then go into brake and get the car into 3rd gear. Then you're going to drift into the corner on the inside, let off, and then power back down. Now at this point, when you put the power down, you're going to be going all the way out to the outer edge. Now, as you can see, this is the first real exploit here. The little bollards that you see won't invalidate your lap time. Get yourself up on the banking in 4th gear and get yourself a very fast exit. This is going to give you a ton of momentum on this now downhill section. So head into the right and get ready to do a bit of a cut, and then head instantly left. This is where you're then going to drift the car out to the left hand side and get ready for a very quick right hander. So we're going all the way to the left hand side here. We're going to then tap the brakes, lift off, and then bring the power back in to get the turbo spooling up again onto the inside, cut back to the left, and get ready to head out wide. This is where the most crucial exploit is going to be in the final corner, and I didn't perfect it here. It can be extremely difficult. So as for the braking zone, look for the end of this barrier on your right hand side. Brake, bring the car across, and you want to aim it so that you get in between two of the bollards. Then straighten the car up and sort of run the bank in without actually touching the big snow mound on the outside. At that point, leave in 4th gear, power down, up to 5th and across the line. So I know there's a lot of kind of exploiting track limits and such here, but unfortunately that is just the way it is. You have to take advantage of them to get those gold medals here, and unfortunately that is just the way that Late Louise is set out in general. So there we go, lap complete. At the current time of recording, it was good enough for 11th place in the world with a time of a 1:02.687. Definitely if I can nail that final corner, there's another few attempts to chop off there. Anyway, that is it for the lap time challenge for this week. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. Will you be taking part, or are you going to give this one a miss? A huge thank you to all of my channel members listed on screen now, and a huge thank you to you guys watching at home. I'll see you in the next one. Take care guys, peace.